Why you should be consuming more dairy products. Dairy products have a healthy source of calcium, and this is one of the key reasons why the USDA and the National Institutes of Health, NIH, suggest that people eat dairy. Dairy also has other essential nutrients such as phosphate, magnesium, vitamin D, and protein for bone health. The first reason is that low fat is the way to go. A recent study found that the more dairy food servings eaten by adults, the higher the proportion of their total calories from saturated fat, which is definitely not a good thing. But the other side of the argument is that there are also essential nutrients in their intake, such as milk, calcium, magnesium, folate, B1, B2, B6, B12, and vitamins A, D, and E, with the number of milk servings also rising. So how can you get all the wonderful milk nutrients without any disadvantages? Low-fat milk products are the solution. You cut calories, saturated fat, and cholesterol as you lower the fat in dairy products, while protein, calcium, and most other vitamins and minerals remain strong. The second reason you should consume more dairy is because it has a lot of calcium and protein. Any dairy products have amazing amounts of more than two items that all of us need: calcium and protein. I'm sorry to admit the ice cream is a little short on these two nutrients, but with every serving, low-fat milk, tofu, cottage cheese, and reduced-fat cheese pack a punch of protein and calcium. For example, only a cup of light non-fat yogurt provides you with a third of your recommended daily calcium intake, along with 17% of your average daily protein intake. The third reason is vitamin D. Many milk products are vitamin D fortified, and several yogurt producers are now jumping in. Vitamin D is an essential vitamin, but in our diets, many of us do not get enough. When we get enough sunshine, our bodies can naturally generate vitamin D, but this can be a concern for people that are housebound or who live in places that don't get a lot of heat. A simple way to improve your vitamin D intake is to consume vitamin D fortified low-fat milk. Vitamin D, though its function in calcium absorption, has long been known for supporting healthy bones, and new research has shown that from decreasing the risk of some tumors to lowering blood pressure and depressional symptoms, it may be beneficial for all kinds of other things. Yet another reason why you should increase your intake of dairy is because it increases bone density. Instead of supplements, taking calcium from your diet appears to do the bones well. In a study in Finland, bone thickness and density improvements were examined in girls aged 10 to 12 years old, whose diets were fortified with either cheese, calcium, or calcium plus vitamin D. It appears that the cheese-eating group had higher bone mass changes than the other participants. The final reason as to why you should be consuming more dairy is because it reduces blood pressure. Researchers in Spain who researched more than 5,000 adults found that those who registered eating the lowest fat dairy, mostly skim and reduced milk, were 54% less likely than those with the lowest consumption of low-fat dairy to experience elevated blood pressure over a 2-year period. In the past, calcium was accused of having an effect on blood pressure. However, the Spanish researchers observed that the reduced blood pressure risk was only related to calcium from low-fat dairy products. The researchers proposed that this may have something to do with the proteins present in low-fat dairy products, caseins and whey, which might have activity similar to medications that reduce blood pressure. If you liked this video and want to see more similar content, please like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching!